Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before you enter. Don't you hang?
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys struggling a bit here in the early going, winning only once over their first 4 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And it certainly hasn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you look at the Saints' defense, in that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's Herbert. They set up the screen to Dorsett. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Go, hey, go, go, go.
Herbert back to the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. To the air again, Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Blues put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the young rookie out of Notre Dame.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in the team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
At their 48-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 carries, 68 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game short week, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
4 yards on the
now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Phillips. And this is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Blake Grupe now for the Saints field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now it's Peterson. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
For a Saints first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. For the left side, it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Second and 8 coming from the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. Phillips. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Grupe able to add the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Now it's Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And on now is the punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Able to slither by. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Phillips. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down at the
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Phillips. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Crossing route complete to Ross. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Phillips. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints had 6 to their lead. The point after, good by Groupie. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second down and 6 now.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feel pretty good about your next couple of calls. But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Looking to put a drive together. Phillips throwing to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Garland looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Phillips. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Phillips. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready.
Now a give, right side, Garland. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Phillips. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
At the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Phillips. He finds Ross. Right side, it's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking to throw. Phillips. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Us out past the 20 to the 24. Boston's offense ready to go again.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Herbert now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert.
At the Saints' 13-yard line.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Blues are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. To throw is Phillips. Throwing to start the drive. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow. That's why I never asked for help. I'll do it for you.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. What a way to kick off what should be a pivotal week of football ahead, so here we go. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin with a good battle in the AFC East. And this is the QB for the home team. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Armadillos move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. From there, let's get you to another interesting matchup. And this is George Pickens. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Cowboys started 0-4, but they finally break through to get their first W of the year. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers hosting the Washington Commanders. And this is Teteroa McMillan. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Panthers are just too much in this one. They win it 35-17. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.